guys, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Heather and I'm an online reseller. I went to a couple of garage sales and I found some really great stuff that I am excited to share with you. So the first sale that I went to was a sale of a couple that's moving, and they said that they were going to be doing multiple sales because I guess this lady just has a lot of clothes. And it said that there was designer clothes and handbags, and there was supposed to be Department 56 stuff, but there wasn't any when I got there. But she did have some fun stuff there. I am not an expert on women's fashion clothing by any means. I am pretty new to doing it, and everything I've learned so far has been from other resellers online. But I think that I did good on this pickup that I did at this moving sale. So the first item that I got is this Chico's tweed blazer jacket. It's got kind of this fun like animal print around the collar. And then it's got the hook and eye closure. And it's got this fringe all along the bottom. It's done by Chico's. It's a size 2. I know from other people that Chico's does fairly well. I think when I looked this up, it's probably like a $30 item. So hopefully that's what I'll be able to get. The next piece that I picked up was also a Chico's item. And it's a size 2. It's this faux suede brown jacket. It's got the nice fringe detail along the bottom. Hopefully you can see that. It does have a retail price on it for $159. Normally you can't obviously get that price. I think usually from what I've seen, it's more like at least half off of retail that you can usually get back. But even if that was the case, you know, that would be $80 optimistically probably. I assume it's probably, I don't know, maybe more in the $60 range, but I guess we'll have to see. All right, so then next up I have another Chico's item. This lady must really like Chico's. This is the Juliet ankle ultimate fit trouser. It's just these brown kind of stretchy pants. And these ones, I was fortunate enough to also find another one that has a tag on it. These retailed for $79 originally. So I'm guessing that these will probably be around $30 that I'll be able to get out of them. And then we have another new with tag item. This is a Dragon long sleeve tee by Lauren Active by Ralph Lauren. And it was originally $49.50 and they clearanced it to $37.12. I think when I was looking these up, I could only find short sleeved ones, and it looked like they were selling for about $30. So I assume that this is probably going to be in that same range, maybe $35. But it's really fun and it's really shimmery. I don't know if you can see that on there. So yeah, nice piece. Okay, so then I also got this black blazer. It's Lauren by Ralph Lauren. It's got this really cool logo embroidered on the pocket, and it's got the silver logo emblem detailing on the buttons. A really nice blazer. This is actually one, when I picked it up, the lady kind of under her breath was like, oh, I paid $300 for that. And her husband, of course, in the background is like, you paid how much for that? She's like, So I knew it was worth a lot because she said that she paid $300 for it. So it has to be worth something, right? So I looked this up and it looks like it's going for like maybe in the $70 range. But yeah, a really nice find. So then on the faux suede jacket, there's this little bag hanging on the coat hanger with this belt inside. When I got it, I figured that the belt went with the jacket. But then it looks like it doesn't because it also has its own price tag on it, which is really nice. It says $34.99 on it, but it's written on there, so I think that that might just be like a markdown price. But it's called the Ellis Sash Belt. It's kind of what it looks like. So yeah, another nice new with tag item. It always surprises me to go places and to find so many things that still have the tags on them, especially since this couple said that they still had several things that were up in their attic. And I just thought, wow, you know, that's a lot of new clothes to have just sitting. I mean, maybe these weren't in her attic, I don't know, but I guess I should go to the next moving sales that they have, because who knows, maybe she really does have a ton more new with tag stuff just sitting in her attic. So I had those 5 items, and I went up to the lady and I asked her how much she wanted for them. And of course, after her $300 comment, I was a little concerned because these were all nicer items and a lot of them still had their tags on them, which she noted when she was thinking about it in her head. And then she gave me a quote of just $30. And so I was totally like, yeah, that's totally fine. I would pay that in a thrift store for sure. So why not at a garage sale, right? I'm trying to change the way that I look at things, because usually at garage sales, I want things super cheap. But then I'll pay more at a thrift store because it's a store and it just seems like you should pay more there, I guess, or you have to pay more there, so you do. But then at garage sales, I'm often passing things up, and then I get back at my house and I think I should have picked that up. I would have paid that much at a thrift store. Why didn't I pick it up at the garage sale? But yeah, you live and you learn, I guess. So after she gave me the $30 price, I noticed on a table behind her that there was also this really pretty purse. It's done by Calvin Klein. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm not even sure how I'm going to describe this. It's kind of got a snake print thing going on, but it's a little bit like iridescent. You open it up. But it's, I don't even know, like a greenish, grayish, creamish color. So that's going to be fun. But it does have the tag on it again. So this one retailed for $255 originally. So I asked her how much she wanted for this one, and she said $25. And really, $25 probably wasn't a bad deal, but I don't know a whole lot about Calvin Klein purses and how much that will really end up getting in the end. So I asked if she would do $50 for the purse and the other items that I already had, and she said yes. The purse did have the cover for it, the bag as well. So that's nice, and I'm sure that that will help the value of it. So it turned out to be a really great sale, and hopefully I'll make some good profit on these items. So the next day I went to a neighborhood sale. There was actually 2 neighborhood sales, but unfortunately that day it was raining. And so I don't know what it is with rain, but people have to shove all their stuff in the garage or they cover it. And some people will just leave it out, and then you have stuff with stickers that's getting all ruined. And of course you don't want that. So yeah, it just makes it hard because you can't see stuff when you're driving down the road, and you don't want to get out in the rain at every single house to see the few things that they have tucked back in their garage. And so I usually just stop at the bigger ones because the odds are better that you're going to be able to find something. So at one sale that I stopped at, they had a box full of plush, and they wanted just $1 for them. They happened to have a lot of these little beanie plush from the Disney store, which if you do any plush with Disney, it's good if they're from the Disney store specifically. They tend to have more value to them. So I picked up, I think like 9 or 10 of these little guys. So I've got this cute little Eeyore, and I think he's meant to be maybe an angel. He's got the little harp right here and arrows. What do you think? I've got my husband right here with me. What do you think this is?
Cupid.
Cupid?
Cupid.
Yeah, that makes sense. So maybe this is a Cupid Eeyore. So then there's also this little Tigger. It's got the St. Patrick's Day going on. He's also got the Disney store tag. We've got another Eeyore. This one's Christmas themed, which means I probably should have already had this on. But But yeah, with the tag again. We've got this little gopher. I'm trying to think. Is this Winnie the Pooh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his name is. Maybe his name is Gopher?
His name is Gopher.
Obviously, this has got the Easter thing going on. We've got another Eeyore, another Christmas themed. He's got a cute little bag with the tag. We've got a Tigger. This one is not the Disney store. This one says Mouska Toys on it, but it still has a tag, so I still got him. And of course, he's got the Santa hat going on, so he's Christmas. We've got a cute little Easter piglet with the Disney store tag. And then we've got a scientist, I guess, Tigger. This one's just a plain little Winnie the Pooh, but he had the tag, so I still grabbed him too. He does have a cute little bumblebee on his bum. And then we've got another Eeyore. He's got a little bag of sugar and he's got wings. So maybe he's a sugar plum fairy, if I can say that right. So yeah, the plan with those is to group them together. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to group them together yet, but maybe 3 together in a group. Usually these will only sell in like the $7 to $15 range. So I like to put them together so that it's more like one group is selling for $24 to $30. So then you get more profit out of one listing, because it does take some time to put listings together. I found these cute little shorts for my son. That's 4. They're just cute little Gymboree green and white striped shorts. I know you guys are all excited to see that, but I love Gymboree, so I had to pick up those. Okay, and so then my final item of that trip, I was really excited to find. I do not know much about Department 56, but I know that it is a Bolo on a lot of people's lists online. And so I had a fairly good idea that this was something good when I saw it. So this is what I found. So it's the Ford Motors station for the Christmas town of Department 56. It's got the cute little sign that lights up, and then there's a little building, and inside the building there's a car that spins around when you turn it on, and the lights on the store come on. So I've pulled this all out and tested it, and it all seems to work really good. Everything is in great condition. It's not chipped at all, and so yeah, I'm really excited about this. I looked this up. I actually looked it up at the garage sale when I was there, which I really hate doing because I just always feel awkward doing that at garage sales, because I know a lot of people probably don't even think about reselling, but I think that it's gotten so common nowadays that people know automatically that you're a reseller if you pull out your phone and start looking things up. And so I usually won't look stuff up unless I really need to. So this one I just popped up my phone really fast. They did want $10 for this, and it is a bigger piece, and so I assume $10 was probably, even if I didn't look it up, the odds of losing money on this at $10 was probably not great. But yeah, I popped out my phone and I looked it up really fast, and the first like 2 that came up on eBay were over $100, and so I just shut my phone off and I was like, yep, good. I'm totally getting this. I'm just gonna count on those 2 listings, and surely this must be worth something. Even if I got home and it was really only 60, it would still be worth 10. So yeah, that totally made my morning, and it totally made it worth it to go out in the rain, which, you know, sometimes you can get better stuff when it is raining because less people want to go out. So if you're interested to see what they do sell for me, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do put out videos once every week with all of the items that have sold for me a week before. So if you are interested in seeing if I actually get the money that is up on these quotes, then be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you all next time.